My incel nephew wished my unborn child would unalive, so I banned him from attending my family functions. Now everyone is saying he's just a kid and that I'm overreacting. A couple of weeks ago, I posted about a situation involving my 22-year-old nephew, Aaron, who has exhibited troubling behavior for years. The most recent incident involved him sending cruel texts to my wife, Kate, about our unborn child, and it escalated to a point where I decided to ban him from attending our annual Easter dinner. Since then, things have only gotten weirder and more concerning. Aaron has always been difficult, even though his parents, Lisa, my sister-in-law, and Mark, my brother-in-law, have tried their best. Over the years, his behavior has included feeding avocados to a horse to make it sick, demanding to be called by fictional characters' names, and carrying around a disturbing plush toy with visible stains and an awful smell. For context, Kate and I recently found out we're expecting a baby after years of struggling with infertility. It's been a source of joy and excitement for us, but Aaron's cruel texts turned it into a painful experience. He sent messages mocking our child, implying health issues, and digging at Kate's past struggles with sobriety. Despite her forgiving nature, I couldn't let this slide. When Aaron wasn't invited to Easter dinner, Lisa and Mark pushed back, insisting he wasn't a threat and just needed patience. I stood firm, saying he couldn't attend until he sought professional help. My wife initially disagreed, but eventually saw my point after a heartfelt conversation. We called Lisa and explained that Aaron's behavior wasn't safe and he wouldn't be welcome without a diagnosis and evidence of therapy. Fast forward to Easter, and Aaron showed up anyway. He arrived uninvited, wielding a sword, dressed as the Joker, and banging aggressively on our door. It was a surreal and terrifying moment. I slammed the door, warned everyone inside, and called Mark, who was livid. Mark stormed outside and ended up chasing Aaron around the house, eventually tackling him on our lawn. Neighbors came out to watch the chaos, and Lisa managed to stop one from calling the police. Mark and Lisa wrestled Aaron into their car and drove off, leaving our Easter dinner in shambles. My wife was in tears, our guests were rattled, and I was furious. The only silver lining is that this finally pushed Lisa and Mark to take action. Aaron has agreed to therapy under the condition of continued financial support from his parents. Lisa also went through his Tumblr account, discovering alarming posts including violent content, misogynistic rants, and screenshots of his hurtful messages to Kate with captions bragging about them. They've since limited his internet access and are monitoring his behavior closely. While it's a small step forward, I remain cautious. Aaron's actions were a wake-up call for everyone, and I'm determined to prioritize the safety of my wife, our unborn child, and everyone else in my family. Thank you to those who encouraged me to stand firm. It's not an easy situation, but I'm hopeful this is the start of real change.